Hi, I'm Rachel Patel, staff reporter for the Columbia Chronicle with the Media Hub Minute. Frequency TV, the same media platform that once collaborated with the Chronicle to produce the Media Hub Minute, has closed its doors for the time being. Janet LaMonica, Frequency TV's former advisor and current adjunct faculty member in the Cinema and Television Arts Department, announced the news to the staff at the end of the spring semester. LaMonica tried to save the program by proposing collaborations with various other departments to make Frequency TV more accessible to them, but she said by then, minds were already made up. In an email to the Chronicle on October 5th, Dean of the School of Media Arts Eric Friedman said Frequency TV was put on hiatus as the college continues to work on the integration of film and television in the Cinema and Television Arts Department. He said the college looks to strengthen the curricular ties Frequency had with the academic program. Friedman added that the goal is to train students to flourish in a broad range of media agencies that can be sustained over the long term. Frequency TV students said they shared a feeling of disappointment and that they were never given a clear reason for the program's sudden end. LaMonica said Frequency TV benefited both the college and the students who had gotten jobs in California and Chicago using the experience gained from the program. Navy Pier's Crystal Gardens may get swapped out with a different attraction in the near future. The plan is to replace them with an illuminarium, an immersive digital experience that has a different theme each month. Some fans of the garden are upset with the change, among them being some Columbia students who are signing a petition to stop the removal of the Crystal Gardens. One Columbia student said without the Crystal Gardens, people will lose a free public green space and that not everyone has the funds to experience something similar elsewhere. Another student added that while an illuminarium is an interesting idea, there were plenty of other places that could have been used to set one up, like IMAX theaters in Navy Pier that closed because of COVID-19. The change is scheduled to begin in the fall and winter of 2022. Indie pop artist Arlo Parks and her opening act Michelle brought a sense of community to their recent performance at Lincoln Hall as part of their Collapsed in Sunbeams tour on October 2nd. Performing to a crowd of all ages and backgrounds, the musicians from the two acts created a vibe that made the crowd feel like it was in a room full of friends. Columbia student Layla Manthe says it's hard to find artists she can relate to in terms of identity, so she thinks it's cool knowing that Arlo Parks is black and bi and makes music that she can vibe with. Michelle, a 6-member indie pop group from Brooklyn, even shared their behind-the-scenes sneak peek into their creative process with the Chronicle via Zoom, saying that while they inspire each other, their writing is done in small groups than all together to avoid confusion. Parks took the stage shortly after, singing her song Black Dog, which addresses mental health, and then doing a live reading of her poem Collapsed in Sunbeams. She ended the show by performing Super Bad Generation, but turned what would have been a rather sad ending into an uplifting moment when she reappeared on stage for her last song, Hope, leaving the audience with the comforting lyrics, "You're not alone like you think you are." With the Media Hub Minute by the Columbia Chronicle, I'm Rachel Patel. Thanks for watching.